So typically for fundamentals, it's always like some type of structured warm-up, whether it's partnered warm-ups that lead to moves, or if it's line drills as a group, like 5 lines type of stuff, which is pretty common in most academies. But sometimes we switch the warm-up up, just entries to a takedown, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean by like a structured warm-up versus like the standard like jogging, getting a little sweat, the movements. Yeah, the sit-ups, line drills. The line drills are important because they do translate to actual techniques, some of the movements. So we're doing like an active warm-up where you're doing certain movements or techniques that are gonna just not only set you up for the technique, but actually get you sweaty, get your body loose, primed for actual like sparring and stuff like that. For fundamentals, we only do specific sparring position, unless you're one day and you be like first day, you probably sit out that portion. The advance is somewhat similar depending on the day and how we structured that month. Sometimes for advance, we do somewhat of a hard warm-up, followed by technique, and then followed by like 45 minutes of sparring.
How long is usually the warm-up for fundamentals? Like how long, and then how long is technique, and then how long is...
Yeah, so typically for fundamentals, the warm-up is typically between 10 to 15, 20 minutes, anywhere in that range, depending on how much we have to cover technically, like as far as our sequence for the week. So we have a series of moves that we like to stay with.
Like if there's a technique that has like a lot of steps,
yeah,
it'll be like a less of warm-up.
Yeah, it'll be a straight. So if it's the technique takes the 2 moves that I have you guys doing, if it's a lot of steps or I think it's a little complex, then I want you guys to spend more time on it. So the warm-up will be a little shorter, spend a lot more time on the actual technique, and then that way it gives us 10 to 15 minutes to spar specifically from that position.
That at the end?
At the end. But some days, if I feel like no one's really understanding the series, then we just won't spar and we'll just stay with that.
So if I'm coming in fresh, let's say from another gym where I've been training for a little bit, I can expect,
You can expect like 10 to 20 minute warm up, another 20 minutes at least of technique, and then 20 to 25, even to 30 minutes sometimes, and then only 10 minutes of sparring, 15. So it's probably less of sparring, more of actual warming up, getting your body ready. Because again, like you said, most people that come in new, maybe unless they're like actively in fitness, the fitness realm, they're probably not ready to go straight to technique. They need to get some kinks out, or even the guys who do train a lot, like they're at work all day, sitting behind a desk, typing. They need to like get their back loose, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
And then for the advanced,
Martin, your right hand should be on the other side. Oh no, if it's there, you got to put your forearm down like that, across.
And then you said for advanced, it would be like a 5 to 10 minute warm up.
No, advanced is probably about 15 to 20, depending on what type of warm up we're going for, how beat up everybody is, all that kind of good stuff. So it really depends on the day the visitor or the new person comes in, what to expect. So it's usually between 10 to 20 minutes warm up, about 20, 30 minutes of technique, and then at least 45 minutes of sparring.
Yeah. All right.